Lightsabers. The weapon every kid wanted. The sound we all mimicked in the playground. The thing that made us grab sticks and pretend we were Jedi. Elegant, powerful, civilized, and also a 20,000 degrees Celsius plasma blade that would cook your internal organs in half a second. Oh, hey there. I know you Googled lightsaber realistic physics after binging Star Wars last weekend. Let's ruin your childhood. See, in the movies, lightsabers are clean, precise. Obi-Wan cuts off an arm, Vader cuts off a hand, everyone's cauterized and good to go. Survivable even. But if lightsabers were real, if you actually got stabbed through the chest with a blade made of contained plasma hotter than the surface of the sun, yeah, you're not walking that off. Let's find out what it actually feels like when sci-fi meets biology. Alright, before we cook you alive, let's talk about what a lightsaber actually is. Because this isn't magic, it's physics. Extremely terrifying physics. A lightsaber generates a blade of plasma, superheated ionized gas, contained by a magnetic field. The blade temperature? Approximately 20,000 degrees Celsius. Let me put that in perspective for you. The surface of the sun? 5,500 degrees. Lava? 1,200. A crematorium, literally designed to incinerate human bodies, only hits 1,000 degrees. A lightsaber? 20,000. It's like LeBron James showing up to a middle school basketball game. Unfair doesn't even cover it. In the movies, we see lightsabers cut through blast doors, droids, basically anything solid. That's accurate. At 20,000 degrees, molecular bonds just give up. Metal melts, stone vaporizes. And human tissue? I know you're eating chips right now. Trust me, put them down. Your body operates at 37 degrees Celsius. Your proteins denature, meaning they break down and stop functioning, at around 60 degrees. By 100 degrees, you're experiencing severe burns. A lightsaber is 20,000 degrees. That's not severe burns, that's instant vaporization of tissue. When a regular blade stabs you, it cuts through tissue, separates cells, damages blood vessels. You bleed. When a lightsaber stabs you, it doesn't cut. It incinerates. The tissue doesn't separate. It evaporates. The blood vessels don't rupture. They cauterize instantly. Which sounds good, right? No bleeding means you can't bleed out. Except there's a problem. That heat doesn't just stay at the entry point. It radiates, conducts, spreads, and that's where things get really bad. Okay, so let's say you're in a lightsaber duel. Maybe you're a Jedi. Maybe you're a Sith. Maybe you just found one at a garage sale and thought, how dangerous could this be? Your opponent strikes. The blade goes through your chest, solar plexus, right between your ribs. Let's break down what happens in the next 2 seconds. Instant contact. The blade touches your skin. Your skin doesn't burn. It doesn't blister. It vaporizes. The water in your cells flash boils instantly. The proteins denature. The fats liquefy and ignite. You're producing smoke, steam, the smell of burning flesh, which, fun fact, smells like burnt pork. Yeah, you smell like bacon now. Congrats. The blade continues through your sternum. That's the bone protecting your chest. Except at 20,000 degrees, bone isn't protection. It's just denser tissue. Your sternum flash heats, cracks, and the blade passes through like it's not even there. 0.5 seconds. The blade's now inside your chest cavity. And here's where the real damage starts. Your chest contains some pretty important stuff. Heart, lungs, major blood vessels like your aorta. Let's say the blade goes right through your left lung and grazes your heart. Your lung tissue, made of delicate alveoli designed for gas exchange, makes contact with the blade. It doesn't puncture. It detonates. The water in the tissue flash boils. The air sacs rupture from the pressure. Your lung collapses instantly. But here's the thing everyone gets wrong about lightsaber wounds. There's no bleeding. The heat cauterizes everything instantly. Normal stab wound. Blood everywhere, you bleed out in minutes. Lightsaber wound. Sealed shut, 0 blood loss. Which sounds great until you realize the problem isn't blood loss. The problem is heat. See, that 20,000 degree blade isn't just destroying tissue at the entry point, it's radiating heat in all directions. Your heart's right next to the blade path. It's not getting stabbed, but it is getting cooked. The muscle tissue starts to denature. The electrical signals controlling your heartbeat get disrupted. Your heart goes into arrhythmia, fibrillation. It's quivering uselessly instead of pumping. Meanwhile, your opponent's standing there watching you die, probably saying something dramatic like,
"You should have joined the dark side."
1 second in, your nervous system finally catches up. Pain signals travel at about 120 meters per second. The wound happened so fast that your brain's only just now registering it. And holy shit does it register. Normal stab wound pain, 8 out of 10. Stepping on a Lego at 3 a.m., 9 out of 10. Lightsaber wound, multiply that Lego by 1,000,000 and add fire. Because it's not just mechanical trauma, it's thermal trauma. Your nerve endings aren't just cut, they're incinerated. And before they die, they send one final, massive pain signal to your brain. Your brain dumps every stress hormone it has. Adrenaline, cortisol, endorphins trying desperately to manage the pain. You try to fight back, try to move, but your body's already shutting down. Remember, your lungs collapsed, your heart's malfunctioning, your oxygen saturation's plummeting. You're suffocating from the inside, 1.5 seconds. Your opponent pulls the blade out, and here's what you're left with. A perfectly cauterized hole, about 3 centimeters in diameter, glowing orange around the edges. No blood, just smoke, steam, the smell of cooked meat. But inside, your lungs gone, your heart's failing, and the heat's still spreading through your chest cavity, cooking everything nearby. The blade is gone, but the damage remains. Your body's a furnace. Conducting the flames, they called it elegant, a civilized tool, but physics don't care if you followed the rules. Alright, but what does this actually feel like? Let's talk about the experience. When the blade first makes contact, there's a brief moment, maybe a tenth of a second, where you don't feel anything. You look down, see the glowing blade sticking out of your chest. It's surreal, doesn't compute, and then the pain hits. It's not like getting cut. It's not even like getting burned. It's like every nerve in your torso is screaming at once. You try to breathe. Can't. Your lungs collapsed. You're gasping but nothing's working. You feel your heart. It's pounding wrong, skipping beats, racing and stopping, and racing again. Your legs give out. Not because you want to fall. Because your body's shutting down and your brain can't control your muscles anymore. Some lightsaber victims in Star Wars, like Qui-Gon, stay conscious for minutes after being stabbed. That's optimistic. In reality, you've got maybe 30 seconds of consciousness before hypoxia and cardiac arrest shut you down. Your vision tunnels. Sounds get distant. You're aware you're dying, but you can't do anything about it. Your last thoughts? Probably something like, I should have blocked that. Or, wow, this really hurts. Or, I can't believe I'm dying to a glowing stick. And then, nothing. Okay, real talk. In Star Wars, people survive lightsaber wounds all the time. Darth Maul got cut in half and lived. Anakin got his limbs chopped off repeatedly. Even Finn took a lightsaber to the spine and was fine by the next movie. So what gives? Why do they survive but you're dead in 30 seconds? Answer: sci-fi bullshit. Back to tanks, force healing, plot armor. In reality, there's no magic healing juice. No force to keep you alive. Just you, a hole in your chest, and the extremely angry laws of thermodynamics. The cauterization does help. You're not bleeding out. But the heat damage, the organ failure, the cardiac arrest, yeah, you're still fucked. So if you ever find yourself in a lightsaber duel, here's my advice. Don't get stabbed. Seriously, just don't get stabbed. Maybe negotiate instead. If all else fails, run. Or, just don't pick up the glowing death stick in the first place. All right, so could you actually build a lightsaber? Because I know some of you engineering nerds are already sketching designs. We have plasma technology. Plasma cutters exist. They're used in metalworking. They can cut through steel like butter. But they require massive power supplies, cooling systems, and they're not exactly portable. A lightsaber hilt is, 30 centimeters long? And it somehow generates and contains 20,000 degree plasma in a stable blade? With a battery that lasts for years? No, man. Not with current technology. Not even close. The real problems are energy density requirements, impossible with current batteries, magnetic containment, would need external field generators, heat management, would melt the hilt instantly, blade length control. Plasma doesn't just stop in midair. So good news, you're not getting killed by a lightsaber anytime soon. Bad news, you'll never own one either. Childhood ruined. You're welcome. So there you have it. Lightsabers, the most elegant weapon in fiction, and also a physics nightmare that would cook you from the inside out. So next time you're watching Star Wars and someone gets stabbed and walks it off, just remember, that's not realism. That's the Force giving them plot armor. Hit subscribe if you like these morbid deep dives, and may the Force be with you.